You've been walking through the longest night, praying for a sign, praying for some light. Every door feels closed, every step feels slow, and you're tired of the answers you don't know. You've been strong, longer than anyone sees, carrying the weight on your tired knees. But hear this truth before you lose your view. Stand strong, God is not done with you. When you feel forgotten, worn and through, He's still working deep inside of you. Stand strong, God is not done with you. Every tear you cried, He carried too. When you feel like hope has nothing new, that's when grace is breaking through. Stand strong, God is still writing your breakthrough. You've been sowing seeds in broken ground, wondering why nothing's growing now. You stayed faithful when it hurt the most, held your ground when you felt alone. Just because the sky is dark tonight doesn't mean the sun won't rise in sight. Every promise He has spoken true. Stand strong, God is not done with you. When the waiting feels too long to stand, remember you're still in His plan. Stand strong, God is not done with you. Even when the road feels worn and bruised, if your strength is gone and faith feels few, that's when He will carry you through. Stand strong, your story's still unfolding too. A step behind, watching others pass you by in time. But God is never late, never confused. He knows exactly what He's doing with you. What feels like delay is shaping you, building strength you never knew you'd use. So don't let the light define the truth. Stand strong, God is not done with you. When the doubt says this is all you'll be, God says watch what I still see. Stand strong, God is not done with you. Your tomorrow holds a different view. What the enemy meant to undo, God is turning into something new. Stand strong, He's not finished moving through you. Lift your head, don't lose your ground. Heaven's still fighting on your side now. Every battle you survive is proof you're still alive for a reason. Hold on tight, don't let go. Miracles grow in the waiting slow. This is not your ending scene, it's only where your faith is being seen. Stand strong, God is not done with you. He's still making all things new. If you're breathing, He's not through. There's still a calling over you. Stand strong, the best chapters are still due. And one day you'll look back and say He was faithful all the way. Stand strong, God was never done with you. You've come too far to turn back now, even if you don't remember how. feet are tired, your heart is worn, but you're still standing, not undone. Every mile you walked in pain, every prayer whispered in the rain, was never wasted, never lost. Heaven saw every step it caused. When you think nobody understands, remember you're still in His hands. One more step, heaven is watching. Every tear, every silent prayer. Even when your strength feels broken, God is closer than you're aware. One more step, heaven is watching you right there. There were nights you almost let go, times you didn't think you'd grow, but something deeper kept you moving, a quiet faith that kept on proving. You didn't walk this road alone, even when you felt unknown. Angels guarded paths unseen, God was working in between. When fear says this is all you'll see, faith whispers, just keep trusting me. One more step, heaven is watching. Every breath you barely take, even when the ground feels shaking, God won't let your courage break. One more step, this is not your time to break. What feels like the end of the road is just a place where hope is born. God still moves behind the scenes, fulfilling promises unseen. The valley doesn't get the crown, the mountain waits just further down. So lift your eyes, don't miss the view. What's ahead is meant for you. When your faith feels small and thin, God says, watch what I begin. One more step, heaven is watching, writing victory through your pain. Every moment you kept walking will become your song of praise. One more step, grace will carry you again. Hold the line, don't lose your ground. Heaven's help is all around. Every delay is not denial. Strength is born in every trial. What you can see, God already has. He knows the future and the past. Just keep moving, don't forget your miracle is closer yet. One more step, heaven is watching. You were never walking blind. God has marked each faithful moment, nothing left behind in time. One more step, this is how your victory shines. And one day you will testify, I made it through because God was by my side. One more step, heaven was watching all the time. You've been holding on with shaking hands, trying to stand where you barely can. The weight you carry is hard to see, but heaven knows your silent plea. You're afraid one more step might be too much, that you might fall if you loosen your clutch. But listen close before fear demands. You are still held in His hands. When you feel weak and barely stand, remember who still holds your hand. You are still held in His hands, even when your faith feels thin. When you don't understand the plans, God is closer than you've been. You are not falling. You are still held in His hands. You faced storms that bent your knees, fought battles no one else could see. You've cried alone, you've prayed through pain, wondered if hope would rise again. But every tear you've ever cried never slipped from heaven's side. You're not forgotten, not abandoned. You are still held in His hands. When your strength begins to end, that's when God's arms begin. You are still held in His hands through every valley, every bend. When the night feels endless, His mercy meets you where you stand. You are not breaking. You are still held in His hands. You may feel like you've lost control, like life is slipping from your soul, but God has never lost His grip, not for a moment, not a bit. What feels like falling is not the end, it's just Him teaching you to depend. So breathe again, lift your glance. You are still held in His hands. When fear whispers you can't stand, God whispers I still can. You are still held in His hands. Nothing can pull you away. Every promise, every plan is secure in Him today. You are not alone now. You are still held in His hands. Let go of fear, let go of doubt. This is what grace is all about. You don't have to be strong tonight, just stay within His love inside. If you stumble, if you bend, God will hold you to the end. You were never in command, you were always in His hands. You are still held in His hands, safe beyond what you can see. When your heart can't understand, God is writing victory. You are not slipping. You are still held in His hands. And one day you will look back and say, He held me through it all the way. You are still held forever in His You've been praying longer than you planned. holding answers you don't understand. Every door feels heavy to push through. Every step costs more than it used to. You're tired in ways words can't explain, smiling through a silent kind of pain. But before you let the fear appear, don't quit now, your breakthrough is near. When your strength feels worn and unclear, God is closer than you fear. Don't quit now, your breakthrough is near. Even if the road is steep from here, what you prayed for through the tears is already moving in the unseen sphere. Don't quit now. Heaven's working while you're here. You didn't come this far by chance. You didn't survive without a plan. Every battle that you endured was shaping faith that would mature. What feels like pressure closing in is the moment walls begin to bend. So lift your eyes, let hope appear. Don't quit now, your breakthrough is near. When the waiting stretches year to year, remember, God is still sincere. Don't quit now, your breakthrough is near. The hardest smile is almost clear. If your faith feels weak and smeared, grace will shower what doubt can't hear. Don't quit now, the sound of victory is near. Right before the morning breaks, the night will try one final shake, but darkness never wins the fight when God has promised coming light. Every seed you planted in faith will rise in time, it's never late. So stand your ground, don't disappear. Don't quit now, your breakthrough is near. When your heart is full of fear, God says stay, I'm still right here. Don't quit now, your breakthrough is near. Your obedience brought you here. What was hidden will be clear. What was broken will be repaired. Don't quit now, your miracle is almost here. Hold on just a little more. This is what you waited for. The fire didn't come to destroy, it came to purify your joy. Every tear became a seed, every trial fulfilled a need. This is not your end right here, it's the moment faith appears. Don't quit now, your breakthrough is near. Heaven's timing is drawing near. If you're still standing, still sincere, it's because God is already here. Don't quit now, your testimony's getting clear. One day you'll say through joyful tears, I stayed in God, was faithful all these years. Don't quit now, your breakthrough is here. has been longer than I can explain. I carry my fears like a heavy chain. I watched the stars fade, I waited alone. His questions echoed like thunder and stone. But even in silence, even in pain, I felt your promise remain the same. Though my body is tired and my heart is torn, I believe strength will rise again at dawn. When my hands are weak and hope feels gone, your mercy whispers, hold on. Strength will rise again at dawn, just like the light after the longest storm. When the night has tested all I am, your grace will help me stand again. Strength will rise because you never left me alone. I've learned that tears don't fall in vain. They water faith through loss and pain. Every prayer I cried in the dark left a mark on a waiting spark. What felt like weakness in my soul was you preparing me to grow. So even when I feel withdrawn, I trust you. Strength will rise again at dawn. When I can't see past what's gone, your truth reminds me I belong. Strength will rise again at dawn. New mercy meets me every morn. Though the night felt far too long, joy is coming sure and strong. Strength will rise with every promise you've drawn. Right before the morning breaks, the night will try one final shake, but darkness never gets the crown. When heaven's light is coming down, I lift my eyes toward the east. I feel the grip of fear release. This is not where I give up or yawn. This is where strength rises again at dawn. When my faith feels thin and warm, your word becomes my uniform. Strength will rise again at dawn. Hope will sing a brand new song. What was broken, bent and torn will be restored and carried on. Strength will rise as your light pulls me along. The night is not my final word. Morning's promise has been heard. You were working while I cried. You were standing by my side. Every shadow has its end. Every loss will someday mend. I will wait, I will go on, for I know strength will rise again at dawn. Strength will rise again at dawn. Like the sun that can't be gone. If I made it through the storm, it's because you kept me strong. Strength will rise with a faith reborn and drawn. again at dawn. You didn't choose this painful road. You didn't ask for this heavy load. The heat is real, the flames feel close, and fear keeps whispering, let go. But listen close in the darkest hour. You are not alone in this fire. The same God who's always been true is walking every step with you. When the flames rise higher than you can see, God is closer than you believe. God walks with you through this fire. You will not burn, you will not fall. What was meant to break your spirit will not destroy you at all. God walks with you, and His presence is stronger than the fire. You've prayed for answers you can't find, cried for peace in the dead of night. You wondered why this had to be, why faith still hurts this deeply. But fire reveals what faith is made of, and pain becomes the place of trust. What tries to consume your soul is where God takes control. When your strength feels thin and tired, God remains your defender. God walks with you through this fire. He will guard you through the flame. You may walk out with scars of mercy, but you will never walk out the same. God walks with you, and His power carries your name. Right in the middle of the heat, where knees are weak and hearts retreat, He stands beside you, strong and sure, a faithful presence, calm and pure. The fire will not have the last word. Your story is still being formed. When you come out on the other side, you see His hand was there the whole time. When fear says this is the end, God says, watch what I defend. God walks with you through this fire. Every step, every tear, every cry. What you thought would consume your future will become your testimony alive. God walks with you, and He will never leave your side. You are not alone in the flames. He knows your fear, He knows your name. The fire refines, it does not own. Your life is held by God alone. What the enemy meant to destroy, God is shaping into strength and joy. This is not where your story expires. This is where faith walks through fire. God walks with you through this fire. You are protected, you are seen. What tried to steal your tomorrow is losing power as you believe. God walks with you, turning ashes into victory. And one day you will stand and say, He was with me all the way. God walked with me through the fire. You've cried the tears no one could see, fought silent wars on bending knees. You smiled through pain, you held it in, pretending you were strong again. But heaven heard each broken sigh, every prayer you whispered in the night. Nothing you suffered went unseen. Your tears are seen by heaven. When your heart feels heavy and alone, God has counted every groan. Your tears are seen by heaven, every drop, every silent cry. God has not ignored your pain, He has heard you every time. Your tears are seen and held in mercy's hands divine. You wondered if your pain had worth, if your prayers reach beyond the earth. But angels watched you hold the line when faith felt weak and hope declined. Every tear became a prayer, every sorrow placed in care. God was closer than you knew, He was walking right there with you. When your strength felt paper thin, God was working deep within. Your tears are seen by heaven, none of them have hit the ground. God has stored them in His hands, love has marked each painful sound. Your tears are seen, and grace is turning them around. There will come a day you'll understand why He let the tears fall from your hands. Not one moment was in vain, not one tear was wasted pain. What felt like loss will bloom in time, what felt like darkness now will shine. Your story isn't torn or broken, it's being healed by words unspoken. Sorrow says you're all alone, God says, child, you are my own. Your tears are seen by heaven. Every night you cried yourself to sleep, God was holding you in love while you wept too deep to speak. Your tears are seen, and His promises still keep. you need to, don't be ashamed. Your tears are wholly marked with name. God is near the broken heart. This is where His mercies start. He will wipe each tear away, turn your mourning into praise. This pain will not define your end. It's where your healing will begin. Your tears are seen by heaven, every tear you ever cried. God has walked you through the valley. He has never left your side. Your tears are seen, and joy is coming by and by. One day you'll smile through grateful eyes and say, He saw me through the night. Your tears were seen by heaven all the time. There are days you can barely rise, when courage fades before your eyes. Your hands feel empty, your heart feels small, and the weight of life begins to fall. You question if you're still strong enough, if your prayers have been just talk. But strength was never your own to keep. Faith still stands when you feel weak, when your knees are shaking underneath. God's promise is still your feet. Still stands when you feel weak, when your hope feels torn and incomplete. Even when you can't believe, God believes in what He sees. Faith still stands on His truth, not on your strength. You've leaned on grace more than held on through many restless nights. What felt like failure in your eyes was faith learning how to survive. You didn't quit, you didn't run, you stayed when giving up felt done. That's not weakness, that's belief. When you're tired of the fight, God supplies the missing might. Faith still stands when you feel weak, when the answers feel too steep. Even whispers count as belief. God still hears the prayers you speak. Faith still stands, held by grace you didn't earn or keep. Sometimes strength looks like staying still, trusting God against your will. Sometimes faith is just one breath, one more step when hope feels left. You don't have to roar like lions do. A trembling prayer still reaches through. So don't let fear define the peak. Faith still stands when you feel weak. When you've done all you can do, God steps in and carries you. Faith still stands when you feel weak. When the mountain feels too steep, every tear and broken plea is a form of victory. Faith still stands because God stands faithfully. You are stronger than you feel tonight, because God is holding up your fight. You don't stand by human might, you stand because He's on your side. When your voice is barely sound, He hears your heart without a sound. You're not defeated, bent or beat, you're standing still by faith unseen. Faith still stands when you feel weak, anchored deeper than the sea. What you can't hold faithfully, God secures eternally. Faith still stands long before you ever speak, and one day you will rise and say, I made it through, not by my way. Faith still stood when I felt weak. Didn't plan to end up here, where hope feels thin and nights feel long. The road fell low beneath your feet, and every step feels hard and wrong. You've been walking in the shadows slow, wondering how much more you can go, but valleys never get the final say. You will rise from this valley someday. When the ground feels cold and bare, God is closer than the air. You will rise from this valley. You will stand on higher ground. What feels broken in this moment will be where grace is found. You will rise. This is not where you go down. You cried your prayers into the dust, held on tight when hope felt rust. You trusted God when answers hid, believed when logic said you shouldn't. The valley taught your heart to hear the quiet voice that draws you near. What shaped you here won't keep you bound. You will rise from this valley ground. When the climb feels far and steep, God is guarding every step you keep. You will rise from this valley with new strength inside your bones. Every tear you cried in secret planted seeds of hope you own. You will rise. You were never walking alone. Mountains look so far away, but dawn was born inside the gray. God refines us in the low, more than on the heights we know. valley is not wasted ground, it's where His mercy wraps around. So lift your eyes, hear heaven say, you will rise from this valley one day. When your heart feels worn and small, God still stands above it all. You will rise from this valley, fear will lose its final sound. What was lost will be restored, what was buried will be found. You will rise, your tomorrow's coming now. The valley will not keep your name, this pain will not define your frame. God is leading you through, not to everything He promised you. Hold on just a little while, heaven's already marked your mile. This low place will become the ground where resurrection hope is found. You will rise from this valley, stronger than you've ever been. What felt like the end of your story is where new life begins. You will rise, God is lifting you again, and one day you'll stand and testify, I walked the low, but God raised my life. You will rise from this valley. You've been standing in the silence, wondering when the door will move. Every prayer feels unanswered, every promise feels overdue. You watch the clock, you count the days, trying not to lose your faith. But what feels empty, slow and still, is where God's shaping you by will. When nothing seems to change your view, God is changing something in you. God is building you in the waiting, strength you couldn't see before. While you think you're standing still, He's preparing something more. God is building what the future's calling for. You've learned to trust without control, to place your hope beyond your soul. Waiting taught you how to pray, how to kneel and how to stay. Every delay refined your sight, taught your heart to walk by light. What feels like nothing happening is God doing everything. When patience feels too hard to hold, God is shaping faith like gold. God is building you in the waiting, working deeper than you know. Every tear, every hesitation is preparing you to grow. God is building roots that storms won't overthrow. The door will open at His time, not a moment late or blind. What he's building must be strong to carry you when things go wrong. You won't regret the days you stayed, when trust replaced the plans you made. The waiting didn't weaken you, it made the calling stronger too. When you wonder if he's near, God is closer than he appears. God is building you in the waiting, faith that doesn't need to see what you'll carry in your future requires this maturity. God is building who you're meant to truly be. Don't rush the work his hands begun. What he builds is never rushed. He prepares the heart first before he lifts you up. Every quiet, unseen day is part of heaven's holy way. The wait is not a wasted space, it's where you learn to trust his grace. God is building you in the waiting. You are not being passed by, he's aligning every moment with his perfect time. God is building what your future will require, and one day you will look back and say he was working every day. God was building me in the waiting, in the waiting. There are moments when your heart still shakes, when fear reminds you of all the stakes. You know the road ahead is steep, and courage feels so hard to keep. You pray for strength, you pray for signs, but courage comes in quieter lines. It doesn't shout or force the door, it grows when you trust the Lord. When fear says you can't go on, faith says lean on him and be strong. Courage is born when you trust the Lord, when you take a step without a sword. Not by might, not by control, but by resting in his soul. Courage is born when you trust the Lord. You've learned that bravery isn't loud. It's staying faithful, humble, bound. Choosing hope when doubt appears. It's walking forward through the fears. You don't feel ready, strong or brave, but trust is more than fear can take. What feels like weakness at the core becomes courage when you trust the Lord. When your hands begin to shake, God supplies the step you take. Courage is born when you trust the Lord, when your knees touch heaven's floor. You don't need answers to move on, just a heart that's leaning on. Courage reborn. Every time you trust the Lord, you won't outrun the fear by sight, but Faith will walk you through the night. God never asked you to be bold without His hand for you to hold. Each step of trust, though small it seems, is shaping unseen victories. And soon you'll stand where you once feared, stronger than you ever appeared. When tomorrow feels unsure, God's promise stands forevermore. Courage is born when you trust the Lord, when you lay your plans before every fear that had a voice loses power in that choice. Courage is born when you trust the Lord. You don't have to feel unafraid, you just have to trust His way. Courage doesn't come from sight, it comes from walking by His light. Every step you take in faith weakens fear and strengthens grace. This is how the brave are formed, by trusting God through every storm. Courage is born when you trust the Lord, when you stand upon His word. What once held you back in chains falls away in Jesus' name. Courage is born when your heart is fully yours, and one day you will look back and say, I walked afraid, but I obeyed. Courage was born when I trusted the Lord. The winds are loud, the skies are torn, the night feels endless, hope feels worn. Waves are crashing at your feet, trying hard to steal your peace. You've prayed through thunder, cried through rain, wondered if the sun would rise again. But hear this truth above the noise: the storm does not control your voice. When the thunder fills your ears, God is louder than your fears. This storm will not have the last word. The waves obey the voice you've heard. The same God who calmed the sea still stands in power next to me. The storm will not have the final word. You've been tossed from side to side, faith tested by the rising tide. But every storm has His command, and God still holds it in His hand. What feels like chaos in your sight is still beneath His rule and might. The storm may roar, but rest assured it cannot change what God has purposed. When the night feels dark and long, God is writing a victory song. This storm will not have the last word. Fear will bow to truth assured. What was shaken will be cured by the promise you secured. This storm will not have the final word. Right before the calm appears, storms storm will not have the last word. Your future sealed by what He's heard. Every promise still confirmed will rise above what fear has stirred. This storm will not have the final word. Peace be still, the Savior said, and chaos bowed to what He led. The storm revealed what faith can do. It showed how close your God stood to you. You won't remember how loud it roared, only how God restored. This battle didn't come to win, it came to show who you trust in. This storm will not have the last word. God's authority will be heard. What tried to steal your hope and peace will lose its grip and finally cease. This storm will not have the final word. And one day you will testify. The waves were high, but God was not. This storm did not have the last word.